on. Comedy
Oh
Jonah.
my God. Wow.
I wouldn't let Comedy Jonah see what I look like, and I told him
Wow.
it's real bad.
Oh my gosh, look at that. I gotta take these off. Wow. Even the netting, I love it.
I thought I had black eyeliner. I had none. I thought I had black lipstick. I had none. I thought I had all this stuff for this outfit, and I have nothing. But you know what I have? I have my 80s,
Oh yeah,
bands.
your rubber bracelets like
I
Madonna.
have my rubber bracelets
I have
and
my hairspray. I love the 80s.
Okay, love the 80s. Do you have a Swatch watch?
I got a Swatch watch on.
Okay.
I got my Ray-Bans. I'm, kind of that Tom Cruise. I forgot what movie it was. I keep blanking right now. But I'm even sitting in my underwear, so I'm not even wearing pants.
I feel like I look like I do heroin.
You look like you trade sex for heroin.
Is it with Kyle?
But I love
Kyle.
it. I'm surprisingly a little
I
turned
don't
on, to be
I
honest.
don't like anything about this outfit, and I hated it so much. I said, I'm just gonna go with that.
Risky
I
business. Thank you, Jackie Knows. Yes, I'm kind of a pink risky business type of
You're a risky
thing.
businesser is what you are. You're risky with the business. I love it. I was gonna wear your outfit, and thankfully I didn't. So I will be the one to be embarrassed for both of us today.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
This is
Yeah.
like the thinnest I've ever looked.
You look totally thin too.
I
If
look
you
thin and like a hair. Like, believe me, just so that you're all aware. Okay, I don't know why I'm going to reveal this little trade secret. I can't pull the shirt down any more than that.
Oh, I don't even
So,
want to show you what's going on down here. I was like, oh, I've got that pink shirt that it's baggy on me. I
yeah.
had to wrestle it and try not to break my hair as I was trying to get it on. Yeah.
I think you
And
should do your hair like that all the time.
it's 90 degrees, so I'm wearing a long sleeve, cotton shirt. Yeah. I
You don't have a
normally
fan?
do if I go out, this is how I do I grew up in the 80s. Yeah. Like
Okay.
my hair was so big in the 80s and it was so much bigger and I have a big head and they had to shrink my high school picture to fit my hair into it. So my head is so much smaller than everyone on the page.
Really?
I can dig it up for you and send it to you. Or
Okay, I would.
or whatever the kids are doing these days because I'm from the 80s.
You're from the 80s and you love it. You love the 80s. John's shirt is from BB4. Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
that's not that long ago.
No, before. We're on
Could have
24,
been.
so that's 20 seasons ago.
Was 20 seasons ago the 80s? No, that was the 90s.
It's the 90s.
No, that was the 2000s. We're in 22. What am I talking
Right.
about?
I don't even know. What's math? I don't even know what math is.
That's a good trivia question. Was Big Brother airing in the 90s? It was.
It had to have been, right?
Yeah, it had to have been. It had to have been. Okay, so we have to talk about tonight's Big Brother. I mean, why would we look like this? Why would I be looking like this
Your
for any other
shoulders look so
reason?
little. You have like 12-year-old boy shoulders.
I know. I don't know what is wrong with me. I don't know. I don't know what is wrong with me right now. Wait, hold on. I got breaking news. Do you want breaking news?
I love breaking news.
Okay, here's breaking news. The breaking news is disregard.
Oh,
I'm talking to Azza about Azza wants to join us tomorrow, and then we had so many last minute things happening, and then I realized the show is 2 hours tomorrow night. The show's not getting done until like so late at night. Are we really gonna all stay and then have Azza and then come on late at night and did it? So I think we're gonna move Azza to Sunday and do our show on Friday the next day.
Yeah, it's fine. It's not late for me.
Well, it's late for us over here on the East Coast.
I'm up. I'm moving. It's still sunny outside.
Okay. So, so I'm pretty sure we'll have Ozza joining us on Sunday now.
Yay!
And John and I will do our end of the week wrap up on Friday, the following day at noon Eastern. Does noon Eastern work for you, Comedy Jonah?
It works perfect for me.
All right, love it.
You
Love
little
it, love
heroin
it.
chic boy.
I'm a heroine. I just need my I wish I had my
Ecstasy?
black stuff, my black eyeliner and lipstick. I feel like it would have made the outfit. I'm very upset. Very self-conscious. I feel like I ruined the whole thing. Whatever. I should have just wore a black, tank top under it. Maybe that would have helped. I don't really know what the right way to go here was.
It's like an old head put on like
An old head, a young head.
An old head put on like a 12-year-old body.
I'm like Colin Robinson.
You are totally Colin Robinson right now. Oh my God, you're totally Colin Robinson.
I'm Colin Robinson.
You are.
All right, look, we have to talk about Big Brother because it's very annoying.
This is a Big Brother podcast. Okay, got it.
Right. We are talking about Big Brother, not 80s heroin looks. What did you think of tonight's episode? I mean, who is the target, Taylor? Terrence is the target. Terrence isn't the target. Indy's the target. Indy's not the target. She's safe. She's not safe. Let's go Alyssa instead. And it's like, okay, the target is you.
I get the flip-flopping. It's really hard when you're an HOH. It must be. I can only imagine.
Yes.
I've never been the HOH. However,
no.
I think her deliveries in her DR are misleading because she's just like, well, I guess it's not going to be Taylor anymore. It's like, okay, we can get a few confident ones, but when you're flip-flopping like that and then you're, okay, well then I guess it's Indy. Oh, she took my prize. So I guess it's, Alyssa's now. It's too much. It really is. It makes you look even flip-floppier. Do you know what I mean? Like,
it's a messy HOH. I think I tweeted out the meme of the kids on the teacups just screaming, and that's the house under Taylor's HOH because it doesn't make sense. It's very erratic. She is very easily influenced. We talked about it on the last show. Why she's promising people safety, then not promising them, then taking the safety back. None of this needed to be done. They completely left out of the narrative that the Joseph going up on the block was more of like a ha-ha joke to the other side. Yeah, it became more serious and the conversations became serious around it, but originally it was all to have a fuck you punchline to the other side of the house when he didn't go home. And I mean, they started the episode saying, oh, all the cracks in the alliance. Well, they touched on it a little bit, they would have voted Joseph out. So there would have been no fuck you to the other side of the house. Right. Michael and friends would have gotten on board and gotten Joseph out, I think, had he stayed on that block. So, I don't know. Nothing happened. What a surprise. Nothing happened.
For Joseph to offer... You never do that. It's such a bad move, and we've seen it season after season. You don't help someone else's game. Like, for him to even suggest it was stupid. And then Michael, thank goodness, said, you know what, this is stupid. There's 4 other people on the other side we can put up. He's absolutely right. But one, as a woman of color, we can't put her up. Okay, we don't want to make Alyssa piss her off before she gets to jury so she has a vote. I understood what Taylor was doing, but it was sloppy. It was just sloppy. And for Joseph to do that was just ridiculous. Redunculous.
I mean, you can think it in your head of, in a worst case scenario, if no one else and all other options are exhausted, then I'll offer this up. Yes. Again, like I tweeted out, all of these decisions and plans and everything are being made and done. The damn POV has not even been played yet. And what are you doing this for, Joseph? You It's not
What I
like
mean.
you need to win over Taylor's favor. It's not like you and Taylor have this rocky past and you're trying to build confidence, so you're going to show her ahead of this POV. No matter what happens, you can use me to build this trust. You have the trust. It doesn't make any sense because none of him going on the block, as this edit suggests, was this chivalrous act. It was more about they were bored and wanted an FU to the other side of the house when he stayed.
Well,
Yes, it turned into a chivalrous act, but it is not how it started.
well, and I mean, it turned into that. But again, it's like, oh, I'm doing this for the alliance. Don't do it for the alliance. Do it for yourself. Play your game. I was like, gag me with a spoon. Okay. I was like,
Gag me with a spoon.
gag me with a spoon. I was done. I was done with it. As if, or that's 90s, whatever. Yeah, it was stupid, but yeah.
I mean, I agree. He also didn't want to be in a position where he would have to vote out Indy. I don't believe at all that was his driving force to go on the block. He's not risking his game for Indy's game. But yes, I think that was a consideration for him in the same exact way that it made no sense to me why Kyle is now in the fake alliance of the Five Swatters, but then took the POV from Indy, and Indy is still standing there like, oh yes, Kyle's going to use it on me, I am very sure. Spoiler alert, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't use it. He keeps noms the same. Yeah, I mean, that was kind of an eye opener too, right? Because if he was in her alliance, he would have just let her have the POV and she could take herself off the block and he could have got the trip to London, he could have got the cash, but it really showed his cards on where he's really aligned. So, I think
But it stupidly shows his cards.
right,
It showed what it should have showed to Indy and Alyssa and Terrence
right,
is that Kyle is not working with us regardless of what he says.
right.
Because he took the veto from us. He could have just left it. We're focusing so much on the fact that Alyssa took it because Taylor wants to make a move to create good TV and have drama, which is stupid. We're focusing on that for some reason. We're not focusing, or the people that should be focusing on the fact that Kyle took the POV from you. He's not working with you morons.
I think it was a dumb move on Kyle to do that. He's tethering between both sides of the house, which is a good position to be in, right? And the leftovers aren't going to last forever. So if Indy, who she originally wanted to save anyway, could have just taken herself off the block.
Well, that's why she left Indy with the POV. That was a
Right.
smart move by Taylor. Okay, I said I was going to save you. I will let you keep that. I'm
Yeah.
going to go to London.
Except Alyssa wanted to go to London.
And by the way, a whole segment of freaking Jasmine in the DR. On top of the morning tea, I want some chips. I don't even know. She didn't know where fucking London was. The feeds came back as they were like walking in the door
Right.
and walking up the stairs in the POV. She literally asked if London was out of the country. She had no fucking clue where London was.
Well, she won the trip eventually, right? So she will find
No, she
out.
took the trip, and the edit makes it seem like she understood where London was and wanted to go.
Right.
She had no clue. No clue. They had to explain to her it was out of the country.
Yeah, I blame these TikToker, Instagram. They don't know where anything is, and they're too busy creating avatars than really understanding where things are in the world.
She thought Paris was in London. And, by the way, she thought all of them were in underpants. How's that for an 80s reference? Think
Well,
about it.
she thought
Think
I
about
was.
it.
She thought I was. She'd be right.
She's the worst. So she had no clue. But so why do you think she took it, though? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me why she took it.
I would.
If
Well, I know why she took it, because,
Why?
she's got a sugar daddy who supports her, so she doesn't need the money, right?
Oh, good
And
point.
it's like, well, I'm gee, cheerio, yo. I don't know where London is, so I might as well get a free trip, right? I think
Mm-hmm.
that was my impression of why she took the trip. She doesn't need the
Yeah.
money. She's got the money at home.
That's a good point. I wasn't thinking sugar daddy point.
Hmm.
That's a good point. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Or to make Taylor mad. I don't think it had a lot to do with making Taylor mad. I think
No,
it's she has money.
she has money. She's not going to keep the veto. She might as well get something out of it. So she's got a chance between the money or London. Let me get London and cross my fingers that I keep it. Right?
I love it. Do it then. Fine.
Do it.
I want a
Send us a
confetti
postcard.
I want a confetti guitar that I can break because that looked like fun.
Just anything. You know how they have those rooms where you can just go in there with a sledgehammer and just start breaking stuff?
Yes, I need that room. That's also called any room in my house when I get angry. Um, there was a dog feeder one time, let me tell you. I removed it from my kitchen to the backyard and then sledgehammered it. It went the way of my food processor also.
So did you order the wig on Amazon?
Why?
Is it just something you had laying around the house?
This is my hair. I just combed it. What? He has to become a plaster expert. I see London. I see. Yeah, thank you. You got it. Cross track. It was taking people a while, but I knew they were going to get
Yeah.
it. Look, I think that I don't know what I expected production to do with this edit when every 5 minutes, whoever is in the HOH is able to influence Taylor to completely change, her plan. And I mean, they didn't really touch upon it a lot. Another thing that made her want to go for Alyssa was that the guys like Joseph and Monty were saying to her, not only did she disrespect you as the HOH by giving you a punishment, in her giving you the punishment, you don't get to wear any of your outfits now. She's trying to make you look like a fool to America. How bad did you have because Taylor had all of her outfits planned that she was going to wear at every ceremony. Now, not for nothing, if the outfits you had planned for every ceremony are representative of you wearing the pink HOH robe over them, I don't know why I care. She wore
Well,
the bathrobe to every fucking ceremony. What are you
see,
doing?
exactly. And I don't really see it that way. She kind of broke her word with the girls first. So honestly, Alyssa taking the trip from her and giving her a punishment, I agree with Michael. It's really no big deal, even though in past seasons it's been a huge deal and people have gone home and have wrecked their game, but because of a decision like that. But for her to over amp on it after breaking your word with the girls, I think it's a little too much. I think Taylor's got a little HOH-itis starting to happen. Her tone and
Well,
overconfident in the DR where there's can't seem anytime anybody suggests, oh, you should do Terrence, oh, you should do Indy, and then, oh, now it's Terrence. This is what I'm doing. It's all my decision. Oh, now it's Indy. Sorry, everyone. I don't care. Indy's, it's too much, and I'm seeing HOH-itis a little bit with Taylor.
I mean, somebody said it on Twitter, and I completely agreed. It was more like leftoveritis. Because at the beginning of this week, all the leftovers all had different plans. None of them are cohesive anymore. But again, it wasn't an alliance built out of anything
Right.
other than a whole bunch of people that weren't safe, that wanted to come together. I think for a person like Turner, it was about Taylor. Obviously, for Taylor, it was about Taylor.
Right.
I think for Monty, it was, about Taylor.
Okay.
I think for Brittany, it was, oh shit, I messed up my game and I talked all this shit about Taylor, but for some reason, nobody seems to remember that, so I'm just going to slide into this alliance.
Yeah.
Thank God Michael's dragging me in. And I mean, Michael is only an asset to them, so I mean, good for him. It hides him a little bit to be with strong people. But I think we're seeing the reality of this alliance, that it was not formed out of any, it was a good story.
No, it's a great story, and it wasn't like the cookout, right? Last season where it was filmed
Right.
early on. We knew what
No.
was happening. It was amazing how they all stuck to it till the very end, even though we saw little holes in it, Kylan. And but we see different things happening. Like if Joseph went up, I do think Michael would probably have taken that shot. And of course, Brittany's following because I mean Brittany's basically an extra vote. Like Michael has 2 votes in the house, right? She's gonna do
Right.
whatever he wants. I messed up my game early on, and I'm not smart enough to hypnotize everybody to make them forget. So
Right.
I'm just going to be a yes woman until hopefully I get to final 2.
Yeah. No, 100%. Yeah, the alliance was a reaction to Nicole and Daniel. Sure. I just don't think any of these people are really loyal. I mean, it's Big Brother. There's only one winner, so no one's really going to be loyal to anyone but themselves, and
Of,
they shouldn't be loyal to anybody but themselves.
of course. I thought what was a really funny comment was during the POV. I think it was Turner that said, I think that cane makes it more difficult for Jasmine to walk. Did we?
First of all, I couldn't
And it
handle
reminded
looking.
me of you, what you've been saying this whole time, that she's using it on the wrong side. And I'm doing my notes and I'm busted out laughing. Going, oh my
100%. It's absolutely ridiculous. And what did you think of Turner's lipstick?
I don't
Like, it
think.
did not look good.
No, I would love you with some black lipstick on and some black eyeliner. I think that's
No.
something that's needed. But you've got the
Yeah.
outfit for. I wish Turner would have dressed for it. Like if Turner had your outfit on with the
Yeah.
lipstick, that would have worked,
But
right?
his mustache literally looked like the top of the black lip just smudged
Yeah.
up. So it looked horrific. Like he looked so stupid, and I have no idea how he did not look in a mirror and go, I'm not going out with this. He could have fixed it. He could have put like black eyeliner on and like done more to make it make sense.
Well, even the outfit, I think it was a little more grungier 90s
Yeah,
Nirvana
that was more 90s than
than
80s
it
to me.
was,
Yep.
more Seattle grunge than it was 80s. Like probably my favorite 80s was Indy. Indy looked really great in her skirt with all of the little belts and everything with the spikes on it and stuff. Gosh, it just brought back so many memories when I was a girl in school.
I would like to say for the people that arrived late, yes, I am critiquing him. I thought I had black eyeshadow and black lipstick, but I didn't. Sorry. I still committed. I'm not CBS
You
that has an entire wardrobe department
right?
that could have made him look good and not stupid.
You have committed more in this episode than he did in this one.
Oh, I don't blame Turner at all. I mean,
Yeah.
they're told what to wear. Somebody signed off on Turner looking like that, and oh god,
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah, horrible.
Just awful. And he was so
Absolutely.
excited. He was so excited for his outfit, and to see
Oh
that
yeah,
like
just doing the
you got a
whatever the air
t-shirt and
guitar.
Doc
Yeah.
Martens. Congratulations, you look like a lesbian. Flannel and Doc
Black
Martens.
lipstick. Yeah,
Black lipsticks, lesbian, yeah. And long hair. That's not a bad thing to look
Not,
like a
but it's
lesbian.
lesbian.
But it's a little lesbian. Yeah, so Kyle makes no sense to me. I don't understand how he got 14 points. I don't understand how he threw the ball down the thing and it went all the way to the end. I just thought it was ridiculous that Jasmine was just in the perfect placement. Getting to go at the end was so great for Jasmine because she could just walk up and go, hey, 1 point, boop, done. I mean, the people at the end, they're lucky.
Well, my take on it was, because I was kind of keeping score, as you can tell by the notes, and don't ask me how my brain works. I think Kyle was, we heard him saying all the higher points are at the very end of the guitar. But then, when you see Jasmine, who just tries to just get enough, then I think that's what we saw with Kyle. I just need to get enough. Like, I don't have to risk it bouncing off and to the side and everything, where I can just let it just bounce enough to get enough points.
Well, see,
which I thought was smart.
I disagree. I think Kyle had to go for it every time, being in the beginning. I mean, like, Kyle set the tone each round. I mean, it was Kyle's score that determined what the people after him had to do. There's a lot of pressure on Kyle, is my point.
Well, I mean, Kyle got 14 points on the second round, but
Second to
then
last round.
on the second round, he got 14 points. But then, on the third round, he only got 5. So I think then it was like,
True.
oh, okay, I just have to do enough. And then, of course, the round 4, just before the final round, he only got 3. So
Yeah. I mean,
he just did enough. Just was doing just enough.
This isn't enough. He just did enough. I mean, it was. I like it. I like seeing a new comp. I think it is fun. I think I think it wasn't fair to the people that went first. I think they should have switched the order up each round because it allowed people like Alyssa to just walk up and be like, "One!" But whatever. I mean, good on her. I did not think Jasmine understood strategy.
No, and it just seems like Jasmine is production's favorite because she gets to play in everything. There was probably 5 chips in that HOA that said Jasmine on it, for someone to pick her. Yeah, she plays in everything. She gets the invitation first. Like, this girl, she gets money. She passes on money. Like, what's
Yeah.
yeah, what's going on? Is there a spell? What's happening?
No, she's production's favorite, 100%.
Mhm.
So I mean, again, I don't think there was any way for production to cover all of the chaos and how much things flipped around and back and forth this week. I do think the main point was, I'm sorry, so many people are so insistent that Terrence was the, nominee or was the target. I feel like he was the target for 5 seconds. I feel like it went from him being the target instantly to the Joseph, fuck you to the other side of the house plan.
Yeah.
And that was the plan the entire time until Kyle won veto. Then once Kyle won veto, it switched to Alyssa. And again, what is your thought on them lying about Monty being the target? Like, these lies make no sense to me when it comes to that, like, this side of the house.
Well,
You
I
did
mean,
not need to lie and say you were nominating Monty when you know you're not nominating Monty.
well, I agree. Like, again, HOHitis is starting to happen a little bit, and I think that little wink during the noms was for the girls. Like, Indy, you're not my target. It's Monty, and she looks at him, right? And
Yeah.
I think she sincerely didn't want a girl to be first in the jury house. I really think she was trying to have kind of an easy HOH. Terrence, did her wrong the week before, trying to get her to go home and campaigning to get her out of the house. So she had every reason to do it. It would have been easy. He's never going to give her the vote anyway because they just don't have a relationship at all.
Yeah.
And then, but the thing is that Taylor seems like she's super sharp, but then all of a sudden, someone like Monty interjects and says, Indy's actually saying a lot of stuff socially. She's more of a threat than Terrence is. So, and for her to be so easily switched and then overly confident in her DRs about it, it's just weird. It's too weird. It went from, okay, she's crying, she's being bullied, it's awful to watch. Some of those past episodes were horrible, but now it's like, okay, now we're getting to know Taylor, and it's like, is she just playing it up a little too much? Is production making her play it up a little too much? Because it just doesn't seem organic. I don't know, to me at all.
I think it's all of the above. I honestly think it's all the above. It's way too messy. I mean, she did say that it was going to be a chaotic HOH, so she's not disappointing. It is very chaotic. I still at the end of the day feel like it is such stupid gameplay to make all of these promises that you're going back on. And again, you are the first HOH. You are going to send the first juror in. You're gonna have a bitter juror there.
Well,
making your life miserable.
well, again, it wasn't like Frenchie who promised every single person once he won HOH
I mean, she
that they
basically
that
did.
that they were safe. No, she was. I think she was trying to get in finally with the girls. Like, I won't nominate you. Like, now we're a threesome bestie. I got your guys' back. Like, please accept me. Please let me,
That's the
let me
problem.
in. I think she was really trying to use that to get in with them, but those mean girls just weren't going to have it. But you know what
No.
I thought was very interesting is when Alyssa came to Taylor and said, "Okay, thank you for picking me in the veto. How if I win, what do you want me to do with it?" Like she sincerely was looking at Taylor, and Taylor was like, "Oh no, you should take Indy off," because she was like, "I don't know which one you want me to do," and looked at her like she really didn't know what to do. And I'm thinking, well, isn't Indy your girl? Like, why aren't you going, great? If I use it, Taylor, I'm going to take Indy off. Like,
Well,
it
because
was just a weird
she's
conversation.
playing the
Like,
game.
huh?
She's playing the game. She has to pretend like she's gonna do what Taylor wants, just in the way that Kyle is pretending like, "Oh, I'll take you down, Indy." I mean, one of the things that we learned after the HOH was apparently Kyle said to Indy when he took it from her, like, "Yes, I'm taking this from you, but don't worry, like, I will use it on you." Again,
See, I think
why are we
that's
doing that?
worse.
Yeah, it's all worse. They all don't make sense. I don't get why any of these people are doing anything that they're doing.
I get why Taylor promised the girls trying to get in. That didn't work. Then she's got Indy up going, wink, wink, wink. Monty's my target. And then hopefully if somebody uses it on you, if I get it, I'll use it on you and save you. Trying to build something with the girls, but the girls aren't receptive to it. It's done. I wish Taylor would just stop it with the girls. Even Jasmine. I'm sorry. I get it. A woman of color. I get the platform. I understand everything that it means as much as I can, but she's not on your side. You need to just stop it and play the game and stop it with trying to get in with the girls. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of watching it happen and it looking like shit and being sloppy gameplay. The girls, they just don't want anything to do with her. They don't like her. Period.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think we all feel that way. I think we all would like Taylor to be able to make moves that benefit her and not, for any other reason. But,
Yeah.
whatever. She is, I see a lot of people in chat saying that Jasmine has a lot of good reads. It's just a shame she's not on the right side of the house. Yeah, shame she's not on the right side of the house. She's good reads. She's a horrible person. We all agree. She's on the right side of the house because she likes to talk shit about people and is a horrible person.
I don't think the side of the house she's on like her very much either.
No, they don't. Can we talk about her birthday now? Because I doubt it's going to make the
I think there's
edit.
the leftovers, there's the other side of the house, and then there's Jasmine.
Yeah, 100%. Oh my god.
Yes,
Okay, well,
let's
let's
talk
finish
about.
talking about this, and then I want to talk about some of the, live feed stuff, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Jasmine's birthday, which is in full swing. So we know, obviously, they're saving it because they didn't show it tonight. Taylor is going to flip out on Kyle during this POV ceremony. She is going to yell at him for how dare you not use it and take down a person, as we discuss. Like, she apparently goes in on Kyle. Again, to what point? Why are they're going to find out? They're going to find out about your alliance. They're gonna find out this is all a lie.
Don't
And
they
then, not for
know?
nothing, Kyle, but if you are sitting in the final two, or Taylor is sitting in the final two, they're gonna go, remember when they made us look like a big fucking moron the first week of jury? I'm not voting for that.
No, Kyle not taking the POV from Indy exposed him. No matter what theatrics they
Right.
plan, it's all bad improv, right? It's bad acting. It's
Yeah.
stupid. It's they're overthinking things. I think if they think Taylor goes after him, it's going to be like, oh gosh, he was right. Because, look what, they can't be an alliance if Taylor's talking to him like that. No, actions speak louder than words. He should have left the POV with Indy. She could have taken herself off the block. They could have put up Joseph or someone else. And then Taylor would have kept her word. She could have had Indy back on her side. Kyle would look good and could still play both sides of the house and still keep Alyssa safe. You know what I mean? But they blew it all up. And instead, they're putting more thought into these stupid, bad improv acts than they are really their gameplay.
Well, I mean, even Indy said that tonight, which it's weird she's not taking her own advice. She was like, I don't believe anyone's loyalty until they have power. When you get power, how you act will show me. So, okay, Indy. So,
and Kyle?
Now you should know Kyle, not loyal to you.
Right.
Okay, great. So we're all on board now. Kyle, full of shit. Got it.
Right. No matter what improv game you play with each other, you and Taylor, Kyle, actions speak louder than words.
But again, I don't understand. What is the point? Like, Taylor could have just went up there and been like, okay, the veto's not being used. Okay, great. Why cause a fight with Kyle that you know is fake? Number one, it's making Kyle look bad. So, well, Kyle is going to have to pretend to be nice to you for the moment. Then he's going to actually be mad.
But doesn't it try to save face with the five swatters? Is that what the plan is? Like,
no, she did it to save face to everyone that I wanted to put Monty up, which she never was.
Oh, so she's trying to protect it because of Indy and Alyssa and all of them. Like,
right.
That was my plan. But then she exposes the alliance with Kyle and the fives and his alliance with, and him being...
Yeah, she could have just said nothing. But not for nothing, again, it's the same exact thing on Kyle. Like, Kyle isn't free either. Indy should be pissed that Kyle didn't take her off.
And she's not.
And she's not. She's like, I understand. That's what you have to do. I understand, yes.
What? That makes no sense.
I understand. It's what you have to do. Yes, what you have to do.
Mi amor, it's okay. I understand.
I understand. It's what you do. I don't understand. I don't understand how the target switch to every other person, how the leftovers have managed to literally make everyone seemingly a target in this house. Makes no sense to me. Meanwhile, Michael and Brittany, who people aren't really loving, are like, complaining that, oh, Alyssa's got to go up and we want to protect Alyssa. I'm sorry, Michael. It is a good move. Michael's like, Alyssa going out is stupid. No, it's not. You just think it's stupid because you're working with Alyssa. It's a great move. You just think that you're in better with Alyssa and Kyle, which is the point where, again, I love Michael, but Michael seems to get mad anytime anyone else wants to play the game. And so does Brittany. But Brittany has a fucking cry fest if people aren't protecting her while they're playing the game. Fucking annoying.
No, I think Kyle didn't use the veto because there was a chance Alyssa would be on the block, and there was a chance she could go home. Right. And that's why he didn't do it, which goes against his line.
And he was
which
right.
Is why Taylor probably flips out on him. And if she says, my target was Monty and, and you've ruined everything, is to try to save face with the girls because now everyone's starting to go into jury. But it's stupid, and people can see right through it. It just sounds ridiculous.
I mean, another, thing that, came out was a lot of people were guessing that production has said something to the leftovers because Brittany and Michael had a conversation yesterday that was like this. So, okay, actually, we'll just do it this way. You be Michael. I know that I'm dressed better to be Michael, but you be Michael and I'll be Brittany.
Hey,
Hold on, let me be Brittany. Okay, let me just be Brittany. Okay.
Hey, Brittany.
Hey Michael, hi.
Hey, do you feel protected?
I do feel protected, but I was just thinking that, oh my god, my hair is gone. Oh, look, I had a wig under my wig, bitch. Drag race. I'm cool with the queens.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
there's a wig under my wig, bitch. Okay, anyway, Michael, I thought of something.
Yes. You thought of
I, d-
something?
I
Oh,
did
okay.
on my own. I thought of something on my own.
Wow.
I don't like the optics. If the leftovers split up the way we were thinking, where all the people with the pretty skin, if all of us stick together, I don't like the optics of what that looks like to America. And I thought of this on my own.
I thought the only word you knew was yes whenever I asked you to do something or how to vote.
No, you also agreed that the optics of it are bad.
They do sound bad, and I never thought of it like that, Brittany. Thank you.
Right. So, optically speaking, we should not all stick together based on skin color anymore, and we should stop talking about that.
That's a really good point. I'm so glad you brought it. I never thought of it that way.
Right. Okay. I think production, did you guys get it? Did you get it for the edit? Are you good? Do we get to be the
Testing.
white Do
Is
we
this
get to be
on?
the white heroes now? We're going to be the white heroes of the episode.
Is this
Michael, we're so going to be the white heroes. We're going to be the saviors that we're going to get this in the edit now.
production? Do you hear that? Do I need to change my battery? Okay.
Okay, I think we got it.
We got it.
Here's the thing, which has really been annoying me, and I was saying this last night when I'm live all fucking day talking about the feeds. I'm sick of them saying about the optics. Now, number one, I realize that this came from the time of the leftovers, of the cookout when oh my god,
You didn't say look
the
out.
winner of the cookout. The winner of last season, who is so hot, and I can't. Xavier, thank you.
Xavier.
I know Xavier used to talk about the optics of what they were doing all the time, so now people think that it's okay to reverse it and talk about the optics in the other direction, but to me this sounds stupid. To me, they're literally going like this. I don't like the way it's gonna look if we go and form as a group of white people going against the people of color in the house. I don't like the way that looks. So we have to figure out how to make it look better. You're not saying you have a problem with it. You're not saying you're against the fact that you're dividing by race. You're literally going, I don't like the way it looks. I don't want people to look at me funny. It's like, I don't like how it would look if I robbed the bank, but I really want to rob the bank.
Okay. I'm so sick of people trying to be television producers.
Yeah.
They're not, stop producing the show.
Right.
You know, if you're playing the game and doing it and you're not saying anything racially charged, you shouldn't have any problem with it. Like, it just stresses me out when it's like, oh, well, the optics are, oh my God, shut up.
Exactly. Exactly. 100%. It's either an issue or it's not an issue. If you're not doing it because of race, then the optics shouldn't matter to you. You should be able to express your reasons
Right.
logically, which do not have to do with race. However, you have made the point that it is because of race and what happened last season. So I understand that. So if you are putting that out into the world, then you have now brought the outside world into the game. I don't know what you expect to happen. The optics of that aren't good. What you should do is go have a conversation with your friends, Taylor and Monty and Terrence, and say, hey, I'm white and ignorant, and this is what I'm thinking.
And I'm
I
saying it out
understand.
loud, and I'm asking other white people what they think. Stop talking.
Yeah.
Play the game. People mesh. If you happen to be the same color, then you're the same color. But, you know, not every gay person's going to bond with another gay person or be in
Look
an
at us.
all-gay alliance, and colored people, everybody, boys, girls, come on. Just play the game. You figure out who you mesh with, who you can work with, and let the optics play out themselves. When you bring it up, now it sounds like you have a problem.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
100%.
And Brittany's constantly, she's been putting her foot in her mouth the whole time. This doesn't surprise me at all.
She's horrible. She's a horrible person. I'm sorry. She's horrible. I think okay, are you sitting down?
Can you trust her to even be a hypnotherapist?
I just want you to sit down for a minute because I'm going to rock your world.
I'm already sitting, but sure, I can sit down lower if you like.
She said on the feeds the other day that she was an improv comic for a long time until she gave up on that dream.
Well, I'm glad that she did.
So in case you need any more proof that hypnotism's fake, she literally started with improv comedy.
And went to hypnotherapy.
Then moved to hypnotherapy. Because why? She's laughing at you if you believe it works.
Wow.
I was just like, I can't imagine you doing anything funny ever.
No, or really even understanding the situation or being able to read the room or even kind of strategize. Like, I don't even think she's, I was going to say balance her checkbook, but she probably doesn't know what a checkbook is. Because I'm from
she
the
built
80s.
her house.
I'm from the 80s. Oh, she built her house, picking out her swatches. Yeah, I don't know how she can get this done. Yeah.
Okay, so, the episode ended, like we said, and they're going to pick it up tomorrow. We have a 2-hour episode. So great. So we're all on board. We're all caught up.
Does it start an hour earlier or an hour later?
Starts the same time, but it goes an hour later.
It goes like 11.
Right, like 11. Is that all right? Are you okay?
You're talking to me?
Literally look like the Saturday Night Live skit where you're just going to turn around and jump through the green screen. Like, 11! I can't handle it! And then just jump through the green screen. I can't do it, I'm out!
Well, I mean, the episode on the East Coast starts at 6 o'clock my time, so yeah, I'm good.
Okay, so, I'm not. So, that being said, Comedy Joan and I will be live. We're not going anywhere now. We will be live on Friday, the following day at noon Eastern, to talk about the episode.
9 Pacific, yeah.
I want to talk about everything that happened on the live feeds, so while we're letting the people go for a moment that don't want spoilers, I forgot to say at the beginning of the episode, make sure that you follow, like, and subscribe if you want to help support our shows. Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. You guys following in all those places are a great way to help support the show. Of course, sharing is caring. That is also a great way to share the show. And you can check out our website, yourrealityrecaps.com, for the last 10 years of shows. You can become a patron for access to John's cooking shows. That helps support us. Any of you that do the paid subscription or do tips or bars or whatever those things are, those are also very helpful. They keep the shows going, and we really appreciate it. Now, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Let's play a game.
I
told you yesterday that Kyle and Alyssa had sex on a pool floaty in the Have Not room. Or I told you on our last show.
And this is the disclaimer that says you have to take it back.
No. So, that conversation we had on Sunday, and I told you it just happened. It is now Wednesday. How many times since Sunday do you think Kyle and Alyssa have had sex in the house?
So that happened Sunday. 14.
1. Now, in the one time that they have had sex since then, how long?
So it's been twice.
It has been twice. What is the current time of both sexual encounters together? So the entire time the act of sex has lasted, this will be multiple choice. Under 30 seconds, under 3 minutes, under 5 minutes, under a half hour.
It can't be a hour because you're in a house with a bunch of people and there's not a whole lot of privacy.
Okay?
I'm gonna say, well, because I like to like draw it out and have fun, but I'm in a house full of people, so I'm gonna say under 5.
Under 5 minutes. The answer is 20 seconds. 10 seconds each time.
You mean the entire both sessions together were 20 seconds?
To quote Kyle, I'm very sorry. I didn't grow up like this. I know I will get better, but as of right now, I can only last 10 seconds. So if you don't want to do it anymore, I would understand. He's literally like you touch him and he's like, done.
So like he's never masturbated or anything or doesn't really know his body.
I don't know what his problem is, but she literally touches him and he comes.
You know, before my first time, I already knew my body. You know what I mean? I already knew it. I already knew things.
We all do. What is happening? How repressed are you? This is the problem.
It's a ex-Mormon. Yes.
Well, this is the problem. First of all, we didn't even touch on the fact that his outfit was basically leather daddy. He's
he
like,
looked
I
great
got
in his outfit. But I mean, he's an ex-Mormon. He grew up in Mormonism. You want to be able to get into the temple and be in the heaven room, so you don't touch yourself, I guess. And so now that you're in the real world and you bump walls, things get hard. Oh my God, things explode. Yeah, I get it. But then at this age, I mean, when did he leave the religion? I mean, what is
I don't know, but
24?
like, I worry about him.
My
Like, how
notes.
is he when there's a gentle breeze? You know what I'm
Right?
saying? Like, does he just wear shorts outside? It's like, oh God, done. I just think he's just doing it all over the place. If it takes, that's all it takes for him. Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it at all.
What
And I
is
mean,
he
and
like? Like 24?
he's 29.
Oh no, really?
Is this what you're trying to look up, his age?
I am, but for some reason his picture is removed from my notes. Anyway.
Well, that's because when I heard about the 10 seconds, I was like, let me borrow this picture. I'll be right back.
You did not put it back.
I forgot to put it back.
Oh, 29, that shouldn't be happening.
Look, or this is brilliant on Kyle's part as well. I always said, if I ever had a date again, I'm going to tell people I have a tiny penis. I'm going to tell people I'm horrible in bed. I last like 30 seconds. This way, anything you get, you're happy. You're like, oh, I was expecting a tiny penis. That's great. Oh my God, you had a whole 10 minutes. I was expecting 30 seconds. You're right. I'm amazing. Look how much I care. Like, that's what I would do. So maybe Kyle is going that route.
Yeah, but he's actually only doing it for that. So it's one thing to say when you're starting to date someone,
True.
it's, oh, I've got a micro penis. I don't last very long. I, explode at the touch of someone else's touch. And then when you're with them and it's like, oh, wow, you went 15, 20 minutes. Oh, wow, your penis is big. It's like, because you bring it out of me, darling. It's your love. It's your love that's doing that to me.
I mean, look, I would imagine it's hard to get an erection when you're 29, live in your mom's basement, and make TikTok videos, but I'm not going to shame him for that. I'm not honestly, I do not shame people that live with their parents into their 30s. We lived with family until we were in our 30s. It's a tough world out there. If you can live with your parents into your 30s, do it. I am not shaming you. Do it, save your money, rent is hard, and you're going to probably want to eat more than ramen noodles and oatmeal your whole life. So do it. Stay with your parents and enjoy that free ride as long as you can.
Yeah, but even when you're with your parents, like I moved out at 18, but then I couldn't get my shit together. I moved back in with my mom, moved out, moved back in.
Yeah,
I found ways when I needed a little naked time. You know what I mean? And so I don't know if Kyle just doesn't understand that naked time's okay. It's okay.
No, he
It's
doesn't. It's
okay
his
to
religion.
discover your body because you don't want things like this to happen. Do you know what I mean? Like, you need to know what feels good on you first before then you can teach someone else to this feels good. Oh, this doesn't. Don't put your finger there. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I agree with what Destiny says in chat. The worst part is that after the 10 seconds, Alyssa said she's in love with him and she wants to get married maybe.
Yeah. Isn't she? But she's the red flag girl. It's enough.
Yeah.
Enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Enough.
Just so you know, when people show up dead at the cast party, it was fucking Alyssa. Does she has no clue the way the fandom is going to paw, grope, pull, touch, be all over Kyle at this, at the cast party on finale night, at the thing. She's gonna fucking murder people. She's
Oh
gonna
yeah.
outright. Can you imagine if someone in the audience cheers too loudly for Kyle on finale night? She will get the fuck off. She'll be like, you fucking cheer for my man, I'll fucking cut your ass. She'll go fucking crazy. You bet. Just be ready. She's a sight. I'm going to look. I have done it before. I have told people and people that are fans of the show for 10 years, I have flat out said to the people in this show, that person's not right for you. I will literally tell Kyle, Alyssa is not right for you. Run.
She's not. And if she wasn't so crazy, she could be the kind of lover that would be like, it's okay. I can show you. I can train you, right? To be that lover. But instead, it's like, 20 seconds. That's okay. I love you. I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you. It's weird. All of it's weird. It's weird. And it gives me anxiety. And I've got to get my roller back out.
You got your roller back.
It,
All right. Well,
it's
then let's talk about something that'll make you happy.
Yes.
It's Jasmine's birthday.
Why, fiddly diddly dee. Are you kidding me, yo?
No, it's her birthday, and she made all of her little minions do all the grunt work for her.
Did she get balloons?
She did not.
Okay, because that was a big topic in last show. Balloons.
She demanded that the house get her a card. First of all, look, I can't even joke about this. She demanded that the house get her a card. She demanded that the house prepare each person prepare a 3-minute speech for her. She demanded it. Like, you will present to me a 3-fucking-minute speech. You will provide me with a birthday card.
Did everyone do it?
Yes! That's the part that blows my fucking mind.
What?
And here's the thing. But I just, in all honesty, I just have to say this as to what kind of a psychopath she is. I tweeted this out, and I'm not even kidding. How is this the memory that you want for your birthday? You will go back and look and see that these people were talking shit about you the whole time. That they were mocking you, mocking your birthday, mocking the dumb shit that you're making them do. Are you not smart enough to know that that's what people are going to do? And now for the rest of your life, you're not looking back on this and going, wow, I had my 30th birthday in the Big Brother house. You will think back, I was a laughing stock to people on the show because, by the way, they're going to make her look like a moron for her birthday because they're going to show what a psycho she was. And now you're a laughing stock for your birthday. All you had to do was be humble and just be a normal fucking person and handle it like Michael handled it. And that's why when people come at me with the whole, oh, but Jasmine, but if she woulda, coulda. No, this is Jasmine. She's not a good person. She treats people like shit. She demands shit from people. She has no clue the way reality is. And fucking grow up. Watch yourself on the show. Realize you're a shitty person. And change your fucking shitty ways. Sorry you had to figure it out on television. I don't care.
See,
Can't stand her,
I
but
think
she
you
makes
can
me
look
laugh.
at it in a different way.
How?
I think that everyone had no problem coming up with 3 minutes because you know what? There's just only so much game you can talk. It gets pretty damn boring in the house, I imagine. So it's like, yeah, I would come up with 3 minutes too. But I would think if I was Jasmine, it's my 30th birthday, it's a milestone. All these crappy, shitty people said all this crap to me, and look what I made them do, and they did it.
And if she did that, I would love it. If she was in the gyro room like, I made these fucking idiots make me a card,
Yeah.
present it. If she does that, I will die and I will ding. Because she makes me laugh. I find Jasmine funny, but it's these parts of her personality that I just think no one has told her this is what makes you a shitty person. You don't, like, tell people, I demand that you do this for me. I demand that you make me food. I demand that you get me soda. Take this food back. It's too hot. It's too cold. I demand you to... She could have went about it in a totally different way. She could have been like, guys, it's my 30th birthday. It's a big deal for me. My dad passed away, so I'm going to be sad. Do you guys want to do anything? Do we want to make it a fun thing where everyone can have it and include people?
No.
That would be one thing.
She doesn't think of any people. She thinks of herself.
Exactly. She doesn't think of anybody but herself.
She's a little bit of a narcissist wrapped in a spoiled brat, right? So,
right.
And she's allowed to do it. Everyone around her in her life, most likely, allows her to be this way. So why wouldn't she be this way in the house? And they're allowing her.
I just hope they show the cake that Indy made for her. Indy made this cake, and it is.
I made a tiramisu cake for you,
oh,
my darling.
God. It was, we have the picture of it on our Discord. I wonder how easy it's going to be for me to find it now. It looked like a cake of death exploded.
Well, too bad Nicole's not in there anymore. She could have made the cake. Darn it.
Well, here's Jasmine.
She should have made it and froze it. I would be like, Nicole, just in case you're out, could you make my cake and freeze it? And then that way I could defrost it later.
Okay, you're fucking joking. I literally am surprised she didn't do that. I literally am surprised Jasmine did not demand Nicole to make her cake before she was evicted.
Yeah.
Just in case you're gone, just thaw it out later.
Can we just think ahead? I'm not thinking ahead about the game. I'm thinking ahead about me and the things that I will need. Oh my God. Are those... What's the...
It represents death and murder and how Jasmine makes people feel about themselves. This cake represents the way Jasmine makes us all feel about ourselves. Like we literally have blood running out of our eyeballs.
I expected it to be a little worse, honestly. I'm actually impressed Indy got... It looks like she got the layers correctly done. Maybe less of the red and the bleeding, but all the raspberries look like there's enough in sequential order. I'm impressed, actually. You go, Indy. Thank you so much, Comedy Jonah. I so appreciate everything you say about me.
I love that Rachel took from chat took the card that people. So there you go. They only have
who gave them glue and pens.
Well, no, it's like lipstick and eyeliner and lipstick. They just drew on it on paper with lipstick.
They're allowed to have paper?
It wasn't really paper. It was like the inside of a box.
Just ripping
it was like
down
a box.
Wallpaper?
No, it was like the cereal box. It was like the inside of the cereal box and lipstick and stuff. But I loved the way...
Gilligan's Island?
It's Gilligan's Island. They're not allowed to have paper and pen. So Rachel took it and she changed it to say...
reference, Gilligan's Island, so...
Roses are red, violets are blue. I have 5 fingers. The middle one's for you, the Muffin Man.
Who wrote that?
That's not... Rachel changed the card, like she photoshopped it to make it look like that, which I thought was hysterical, and I tweeted it out.
The Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man is pretty great. Over there on our Discord, there's always there's people talking Big Brother live feeds 24/7. So if you're sick of the Twitter chats and you're sick of the, Big Brother chats and you want to go where everybody knows your name, there's always...
People are asking in YouTube where the Discord link
YourRealityRecaps.com/Discord.
There you go.
And then and
There you
then
go,
just go
Sheldon. Sheldon in
and
the YouTube chat.
and then just go to the BB24 posts, and there's always people talking there all day
There
long.
you go.
Just say hi.
Yeah.
But be nice. We're a very nice group, and we don't have drama.
A nice
So, you
Discord.
have to be nice to be
Don't
in
be
there.
a Jasmine in the Discord chat.
Don't be a Jasmine.
Don't
We
be a
get rid of
Jasmine.
Jasmines. You
Yeah.
just be nice, and everyone can disagree respectfully.
With a smile.
With a smile.
Can your smile
So-
be heard? That's what we want to know.
Right. So, I don't care about Jasmine's birthday. I've never cared about anything less than Jasmine's birthday. Nobody cares about Jasmine's birthday. Can't wait till it's over.
We should have prepared our own 3-minute speeches.
Oh, I got it. Ready?
Yes, I'm always ready.
Okay, ready? Here we go. Jasmine, I just wanted to say happy birthday from your good pal Eric. Now, just so you know, that little intro was longer than Kyle lasted having sex with Alyssa. That's crazy, isn't it? But those are two people that we both like better than you. Other people that we like better than you: Indy, Monty, Taylor, Michael, Brittany, basically anybody. I'm even pretty sure at times people like Nicole better than you. But it's your birthday now, so I want to say happiest birthday to you. I'm sure you do good nails. You talk about nails a lot. The one thing you could do if you were in that house was promote your nail business. It's the only thing you're not doing. Doesn't really make any sense. Why aren't you doing nail tutorials? Why aren't you putting your nails on people? For the love of God, idiot, you're on primetime television 3 times a week. You think you'd promote your business more, but you're not smart. You're not smart in the game, and you're not smart in business, and you're not smart anywhere. So anyway, I just hope that you come out of this birthday a little bit smarter and stop being such a dumb fuck. Happy birthday!
Now, that was under 3 minutes. So would Jasmine?
I
mad?
defer the rest of my time to Comedy Jonah.
I've got nothing. Jasmine. But I agree with everything that Eric Curto says on reality recaps. But would Jasmine get mad if it was under 3 minutes? Like, was she timing them?
No, she wasn't timing them. And it was so funny because, like, Monty was, like, shaking. Monty was like, I just want to say that, like, you're really funny, and, like, when you tell stories, your stories are really great. You tell great stories. Like, Monty was terrified. Then, like, it went around to Michael, and Michael was same thing. He was kind of like, I was gonna say what Monty was gonna say. So, like, I really like your stories. Like, do you remember when you told me how your family killed a dog and you made that funny? But I just want to say, like, killing dogs aren't funny. Why do you have these? I don't mean that killing dogs are funny. I want everyone to know I don't think killing dogs are funny. Live feeds, killing dogs is not funny. I'm saying the story that she said about, I can't do this. It's 3 minutes and I can't do it. I can't. Next person. I mean, it was ridiculous. And here was literally Turner the entire time.
Now, who, in your opinion, had the best 3 minutes?
Turner, because he did this for 3 minutes.
And was silent.
She was like, did you prepare something? And he literally went like this. Happy birthday. And then there's one part where he literally, it looks like he's lifting his leg to pee on her, which I'm sorry, I couldn't resist tweeting that out. And I'm not kidding you. 5 people tweeted me and were like, you need to remove that. What is wrong with you? I'm like, you're looking for me to make sense? It looks like he's peeing on her. Here he is, lifting his leg next to Jasmine. It's screening through it.
Oh, that's like, what's going on? I thought it was
he's just like lifting his leg next to Jasmine. Like, I thought he was gonna be like,
it like he was naked or something.
No, but that was really him, just like lifting his leg, like, I'm gonna put my penis in between me and you. Stay over there.
It looked like he's just airing himself out a little bit in those baggy pants.
No, he was literally just like this the whole time. Like, you could tell he just wanted it to be over. They literally dedicated an entire feed to Turner. I'm not even kidding. They had one camera just on him for reaction shots.
So out of the 4 windows, 2 of them had a distant shot of Turner, and then the other one had a close up of him.
No, the other shot was like a pulled back of everyone. There was like one
Right.
camera on Jasmine, then there was like a pulled out shot, then there was like another shot that cut in between whoever was talking, and then the fourth and final shot was always just Turner the whole time. Just whatever Turner wanted. And Jasmine even said it. She's like, I know what you guys are all thinking, but he's just kidding. Turner's just joking, y'all. We're gonna be the best friends outside of this house. Oh, Jasmine, you're gonna watch one DR where he says how he can't stand you, and you're never gonna fucking talk to him again. Because God forbid you'd be able to take a joke.
Well, you
I
know,
guarantee you she never talks to him again.
we see everyone, watch, the season once they're out of the house. Everybody seems like they're still getting along. People kind of forgive it's a game. They forgave Kyland last season, the cookout.
I mean, I can't watch the freaking challenge because I haven't recovered from Kylan last season, but I still see he's still on it, and I'm just like, oh, I made the right choice. The season is almost over, and he is still there. Like, oh my
It was funny
God.
because I saw a preview of it and I was like, oh, it's nice. Everybody is kind of getting along. And then I see a preview where he's doing the same shit that he did in the house.
I can't.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't yet either. I can't. I just wanted to watch it for James, but I think James was off on episode 2 or something.
Yeah, he won, and then I think was the next one. Oh, well, I'm not going to say that, but spoilers in the chat, so don't read the chat. So, spoilers in the chat, don't read the chat. So, we really should wrap up, but I'm just curious, so I will be live. It just won't be a real show after the episode tomorrow night. But then, of course, like I said, John and I will be live Friday afternoon, the following day at noon Eastern.
Saturday at midnight, talking about The Lookout.
No. Friday at noon talking about tomorrow night's episode. But what is your final thought or prediction on how they're going to divide the house up tomorrow?
I think, of course, we know noms have stayed the same. Kyle didn't use it. Yeah. I think that finally it's going to come down where Terrence is going to go home. I think they're all going to agree on that.
Okay. Well, one note from Drunk French Lady in chat says, you look more like Elvis than Daniel. Which I thought was great.
Here, look. Hey.
Oh God, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Put on my blue suede shoes.
First of all, you have to take one curl and pull it down.
I feel like Superman. Well, my hair is like almost breakable.
Right. So yeah, you do look more like Elvis. That's not what I'm. Oh my God, now you almost really did look like Elvis. No, what do you think is how do you think they're gonna split the house for this twist, where they're dividing the house in two?
Oh, as far as the new twist. Oh my gosh,
Do you think it's gonna be random? Do you think they're gonna let them pick?
I think it's gonna be random. I think it's gonna be random. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think the fallout from fans would be too much if somehow Big Brother is the one that decides what groups they go into. So I have a feeling it's just going to somehow be a, quote, random draw.
I think it's going to be a random draw, and I can't wait to see 2 HOH comps, all of it. 2 separate games played out.
You know what? I think I'm going to be live for this. I think that this is going to be very exciting, and I think I want to watch this live with people.
Tomorrow night?
Yeah, so I'll watch it live with people. I'm going to get live react, and then you and I will recap it all the next day. But basically, watching live is just me screaming at the television.
Fun.
It'll be fun, but I think maybe that's what I'll do. But yeah, who do you hope leaves? Like, who do you want to be the 2 people gone tomorrow? I mean, essentially 3 people are gone tomorrow. Terrence or Indy, right? And then 2 more people.
So if they're playing an entire game simultaneously, and then
They say it's going to end at the end of the week, actually. So I take it back. We're all
right,
very confused. There are some people that think it's happening all in one episode. There are some people that think it's going to be a whole week. Julie said it was going to play out over the week.
that's what I thought too.
But anyway, who do you hope ends up leaving at the end of the week with the way the teams are split up? I know who
So
I would like
yeah, I
out.
mean tomorrow if Terrence leaves, fine. You know, there's
It'll
just
be
not.
Indy who leaves.
It'll be Indy who leaves, which I don't want it to be because I love Indy. I love you so much. Um, but Indy will leave, and then at the end of the next 2 weeks, I think they're gonna if they have a chance to get a big threat out, I think they're gonna get Monty or Joseph or Michael out. I think they're all.
Okay.
I think they're in danger, girl. I think they're in
I don't
danger.
know if my mic's working. I asked who you want. Who do you want?
Who do I want out?
Yes. If you could pick who the two people are, who would you pick?
If I had to pick who was out next week, I could do without Alyssa, and I could do without Jasmine.
I agree. I mean, I hate to say this because I always want girls to go far, so I realize I'm being a hypocrite, but I agree. I would like Alyssa out, and then I would not mind if Terrence is out. I want the people out that aren't adding to fun feeds. So for me, that is Alyssa, Terrence, Indy. They're boring. Like, Terrence does absolutely nothing for this game. Like, I am
Nothing.
sorry. Terrence needs to go. He does nothing.
Where is this
I
fun DJ at? He should just be making things up and just doing something. He's boring on the episodes. And I think Indy can be hilarious in her own little. And she's spoiled in her own little way too, but it's funny. Um,
Now, by the way, now if I just so you know, that's what I want. If I was in the house, I would do everything to protect Jasmine and Terrence from going.
oh yeah, because they're your numbers. I mean, if the house
Not
splits,
only
and that's
numbers,
but
they're
that's what I was saying
useless.
earlier. Like once the house splits, and it just splits on who are the biggest threats and how those are split up. They should this is the opportunity to go for those big threats. Alliance schmiance, you know what I mean? Like
I just mean more like they're not winning the game. Like, you bring them to the final three, you won.
right.
You
Oh,
think
of
Terrence
course.
is memorizing what happened on what day? You think Terrence is going to be able to win a physical? He couldn't. He
Couldn't
can't.
bounce a ball. Couldn't bounce a ball.
Couldn't bounce the ball. And you think Jasmine's going to be? Nope. You won. You won. If you're in that house, you
Right.
drag Jasmine and Terrence to the end. But
Absolutely.
as far as what I would like, because of I mean, not for nothing, Daniel was right.
Or
Feeds,
even a
even
Brittany.
with all this chaos, feeds have been kind of boring. So get rid of the boring people.
Yep. I agree.
Get rid of the boring people. Unfortunately, we need those Josephs and Taylors in there because even though they're crazy and can't keep a thought straight, they're at least making the feeds fun.
Exactly. Or those 20-minute sex sessions. Absolutely.
20-second.
22nd. Excuse
They
me.
wish it was 20 minutes. They wish. All right, everybody. I think this is a good point to wrap it up. You still have time to go over to those feeds and catch the last hour of Jasmine's birthday extravaganza bash. I won't see you there. I will be live on Twitch, though, in a little bit. We can talk more feeds and play some games over there. Oh, that's right. The feeds are down for the birthday party. They're down for the party.
Oh.
I think it's the jury party, jury halfway, blah, 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 all that. Halfway jury. I'm sure Jasmine's like, oh my God, this is for my birthday. I
It's a
knew they
private-
would do cake and pizza. I know it's halfway, but whole way to my birthday.
This is a private soiree. Only BB people allowed, yo.
Okay, this is the halfway to the whole birthday for me. I don't know what production, you're so silly little gooses. You saw that horrible cake that Miss Indy made, and you just had to get me a beautiful cake with all of our pictures on it. I love it. It's my birthday.
And all these balloons that you can't show on the feeds. Thanks.
And
Thanks,
you're
Jeff.
gonna not let them up in the air. I definitely... Papa! Papa! Papa. Yeah.
No,
I feel sad for her. My dad just died too.
right? And you're not acting like that. I want to
No.
shout out to everyone in the YouTube chat and,
With
and
alive
Southern
parents
Gal
or not?
Jen giving us tips, Thank you. What did you
Thank
say?
you, Southern Girl Jen. We very much appreciate it.
Yeah.
Same thing to Courtney over on You Now.
Oh,
We very much appreciate it. EVOOZZ. Thank you so very much for the bars and the tips and the subscriptions and the all of that. We very much appreciate it. Like we said, it keeps our shows going. These cost money, so we appreciate it.
we
That's
do.
all. That's all I got, Comedy Jonah.
We do. I'm doing the robot. It's the 80s.
You're doing the robot. Until our next show, everyone, we will see you in a little while, crocodiles. Bye for now, everybody. Bye, friends. Don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe everywhere. Comment below. Bye.